Welcome sports fans, welcome back to another episode. I'm your host Jomar.
I'm Rush.
And this is This or That Sports TV, the place you guys come to get the best, most interesting and riveting sports discussions on the whole internet.
Facts. Yes people, so today we'll be talking about the Manning Cup. So the Manning Cup is over. You know, we watched the finals on Saturday. What a game. So we'll be discussing the finals, but before we get to the finals, we'll be talking about the season on a whole. You know, was it a good season? Let us know in the comment sections. For the people that have seen other Manning Cup campaigns, how does this one match up? Yeah, so let's talk about it.
Before we even go further, without you get any further ado, I'd like to congratulate This or That Sports TV.
Oh yeah. You know that go.
For accurately predicting the outcome of the Manning Cup. You know, I said it from the very get-go. I saw this Kingston College team, I saw what they were capable of. What I saw was resilience, grit, experience, and hardcore talent. And I knew that would reign supreme ultimately. And as we said before, that's what happened.
So we called it. It wasn't hard to call us. I won't say that we made the prediction of when Jesus Christ is coming next, but it was a good prediction. Well, you know, JC challenged us. You know, stats made us second guess it when Casey was down. But I think it was a pretty good prediction. Some people said JC, some analysts or some other YouTubers. Some said JC.
Yeah, well, we had Military Guna on our channel right here. Right here in the studio. And he said he thought JC would have done it. Because I would agree that JC has a deep team. Very talented. But Kingston College is older, more experienced and more mature. And it showed ultimately in the way the season ended.
Right.
But before we go there, the season, how it began.
Yeah. So guys, if you haven't checked out our school features, go and check them out. We went to some schools and we spoke to some of the coaches and the standout players. You know, KC captain, KC coach. You know, we did it all. So go and check out those features. The season, I think it was a fairly alright season. It started kind of rocky. You know, with schools like St. Mary's College, you know, Papi, and some of those schools getting, you know, some 26-0 and some 10-0 and, you know, so it started off kind of weird. You know, one group had a lot of goals, another group had having not so many goals. You know, so it was kind of weird. Some of the coaches, you know, spoke about some people breaking the rules to train and camp and all of that. So this year was kind of weird, but overall, I feel like it was a good season. You know, a lot of young guys. Some talented players, and I think the Manning Cup is heading in the right direction. What do you feel about the season?
Yeah, well, as you alluded to, youth. That was quite a big theme that we saw taking over the Manning Cup, especially in the earlier rounds. Right, we saw a lot of young players leading. We saw a lot of young players making standout efforts. Right. We saw good football from teams that we weren't expecting to see good football from. And one such team is Kingston Technical. That was a team I was very impressed with throughout the whole competition. Another such team that might have been a surprising one was Mona High School. A revamped program, you know, an incorporation of the Phoenix Academy program. Those philosophies became aligned with Mona High Schools, and we saw where it reaped great rewards. Mona High School, Kingston Technical, two teams that were really surprised with how they performed, and you know, very valiant efforts. Also, we saw surprising starts. Jamaica College did not start out as we expected. From the first two games, I think, only acquiring 1 point. Right? Drawing with Calabar, losing to Kingston Technical, if I'm not mistaken. We were surprised with all of this.
I have to say that we got that one wrong. Or maybe you got that one. I can't exclude myself from this. It's a JC now, make it out of the group, bro.
Yeah, JC.
So you have to take that L up on that one. Well, like I would take the dub by the KC.
Well, JC did not look very convincing, but once they got their legs under them, we saw where the ball started to roll and they looked outstanding. Also, we saw the competition progress to the second round stages. More surprises, more drama, teams being eliminated.
Yeah. Some schools eliminated, Camperdown, Tivoli, later on, Mona.
Yeah, so, that was a very controversial event, but that was in the Walker Cup though. But in the Manning Cup, we saw just a lot of drama this season, in conjunction with the fact that COVID protocols, and as Rush should have mentioned in his opening soliloquy, coaches were not satisfied with the level playing field, if I might say so. some coaches were saying, oh, we did not get ample time to prepare, i.e. Georges. Georges, a surprise team that crumbled out embarrassingly in the first round, right? They would have said this was because we weren't given the opportunity to prepare, like a Kingston College, who said they did not stop preparing.
And even Calabar, remember we spoke to the Calabar assistant coach and even alluded to the fact that some teams were cheating.
Yep.
And we kind of said it, but he agreed and he said that you said it, not me.
For sure. So
KC and JC cheated because he said some of the favorites,
Well, throughout the whole season, youth, that's a theme. Drama, that's a theme, right? And competitive football, you just love to see it. And it brought us to the grand finale.
Yeah, Kingston College versus Jamaica College. Old Hope Road versus North Street. They smash a game on Saturday.
Yeah, and it got off. It got off to a bang. The first half was very competitive. I liked how both teams were playing. It was fairly end-to-end, as you would say. And who else but Christopher Pearson to get them kicked off?
And the JC man, Duncan McKenzie. Who else? If we had to predict who would score in this game, it would have been Duncan McKenzie and Christopher Pearson. It
was a story well written. Whoever the author is, somewhere out there, you did a damn good job, sir.
Yeah, but the drama didn't stop there.
It did not, right? So we saw where both coaches made some substitutions, and I think as the game tapered on, they became a bit more tentative because both teams now
didn't want to lose the game rather than going to win.
I saw that paradigm shift where teams now became afraid of losing rather than wanting to win, and as such, the dreaded penalty shootout. And you want to speak towards the penalty kill that we saw?
Right, so for the penalty shootout, I am not happy with some of these techniques that I'm seeing. No, I understand that these guys would have been practicing. I know that, and JC and KC, you're not going into a finals game not practicing penalty kicks. So these guys are the ones that would have been taking the penalty kicks. Well, in training, I know the run-ups, you would have practiced the run-ups, but come on. Who's teaching these guys how to kick penalties? Their run-ups are off, their technique for kicking the ball is off, and they're just, it's so easy for the two keepers to read where they're going.
But I would say though, there were some outstanding penalties.
For sure.
Duncan McKenzie, his penalty was the best of the game, but we saw Jamon Bartley step up and kick his with sheer confidence. We saw other Kingston College and KC players that kicked absolute stunners when it relates to penalties. We also saw a few missed kicks that went in, right? The regular drama, but Christopher Pearson, when he missed his.
Yeah. That one was shocking because, I heard the interview from London. That was the surest one. But this is how it goes. It's a lottery. It's a penalty kicks. You can't predict who's going to score and who.
And there's a point that I'd like to make, Rush, before we continue. People are always saying the penalty shootout is a lottery.
Yeah.
I disagree with that statement.
I remember hearing what you say.
Because it's skill, good goalkeeping and good penalty kicking. If the penalty is kicked well, it will score. Just like how in regulation time, if you get your chances and convert it, you will win the game. Same in the penalty shootout. You get your chances, you convert it, you win the game. So I think if you are the better team with the better players, you will convert your penalty. So I just do not on the day, not necessarily like, a better team generally, but on the day, if you are a better team with better players from 12 years, you will convert.
But I guess where the logic comes in,
it's a logic.
The logic comes in where they're saying they lose control of the outcome. But you're saying that they gain control of the outcome.
Because isn't composure a valuable skill in football? Isn't finishing a valuable skill in football? And for goalkeepers, isn't the ability to dive and make a good save or read an attacker a valuable trait in football? Yeah. And the penalty shootout, this just outlines and amplifies these players' characteristic to hold their composure, finish well, and for the goalkeepers to make big saves in big times.
Big shout out. JC's keeper, he deserved to win the money.
Yeah.
That performance on Saturday, that was a very good performance. And I kind of like the showboat into a point. So he was doing well, he saved a couple penalties. Even the last KC penalty, I think, or the second to last, he got a finger on it. Should have done better, but he deserved to win that game. And the last JC
saved Christopher Pearson's penalty, it was a big save.
But the last JC penalty though, as we wrap it up.
Alright, so that's what I really just understand. First of all, inconsistent run-up. So he's walking to one side, stopped in the middle of his run-up, then started to run. He would have pointed to a direction and as such taking his eye off the ball while doing his run-up. There's just too much going on. If you look at the greats, if you look at Cristiano Ronaldo, you look at Lionel Messi, right?
Laser focus.
On the football, they run up and they kick the ball and they get the job done. Yeah, you do have unconventional run-ups in football, and I'd say it's very rare, and it's by very, very good penalty kickers, i.e. Jorginho. But for the most part, the really, really, really great players, you see them approach the ball from an acute angle, you see them run up at a consistent speed, and you see them keep their eye on the football and they hit the ball exactly where they want the ball to go. The showboating and the antics, especially for youth players, I think it's too much. And we as Jamaicans, as coaches, as fans, we need to instill good habits in these players. Because I just do not think our penalty kicking technique in penalty shootouts are good enough for this age group.
And you know,
or is good enough.
We played, I always say it, in penalty shootouts, if you kick the ball properly to a corner, there is no Manning Cup keeper that can save that ball. Unless him go over there and go stand
except
up.
me when I was playing Manning Cup.
Alright, as I said, there is no Manning Cup keeper that can save that. If you kick a good penalty in the Manning Cup, honestly, there is no keeper that can. Obviously, Duncan McKenzie, that's a good penalty, same way. If you pick a corner and find that corner, if the keeper save that ball, good job to the keeper. But if you make the job so easy for him, come on, man. So JC should have done better in the penalty shootout. KC too. Yeah, but KC won the game. Kingston College, Manning Cup champions. I want to wish them, congratulations. I already messaged the coach and I wish him congrats, alma mater, what to do it. So yeah, big up Kingston College. What you have to say?
Not much. Me make it close out that one here. Guys, that big KC man, so me give him the mic for the final talk.
Yeah, man, 40's career, so you're non-protest. You know that, go. So yeah, guys, make sure you like this video, subscribe, comment, share. Yeah. Share the video. Make them know how to share the video, man, and then we just wrap it up.
Guys, I'm tired of telling this. I know make a continue though.
You have to do it. You have to do it.
If each one of our subscribers can get us 5 subscribers, guys, do you know how many subscribers that would garner us by the end of the day? So let's do the work now, guys. Please.
Loving it. You said that Sports TV.
We're out.